Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we have a special kind of tournament. My lovely friend, the Dragon Feeny, was reached out to be in a duos Fall Guys tournament. And this tournament was unique because it was sponsored by Benefit Cosmetics. And it was an all women's or women identifying femme adjacent tournament with the grand prize being $1,000 to each of the teammates in Benefit Cosmetics product and $750 to spend on Logitech product, which I don't know about you, I'm a big Logitech girl, so I was excited. And Fiend graciously asked me to play on her team for this tournament. And here's how it went. Remember, if you like this kind of style of video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. I really think this style of commentary is interesting, so could be a fun time. So before we jump into the games, let me explain the format for you. We were doing duos in customs, which means technically you don't have a duo teammate as much as you have your own teammate and you have to watch out for yourselves. So while we are playing together, it is not based off of each other getting in. One can make it through round one and one can make it through the final. We are playing 6 total rounds, all in what's called solo show, which is the pretty much every game mode that's available. The point system might seem a little confusing. It's pretty much 1 point if you make it through round 1, +2 if you make it through round 2, all the way up to +5 for the crown. And only one teammate gets the points. So if Fiend goes out round 1 and I win the crown, then it's +5 for the team. Now, on to the games.
Chat, no peeking.
Yeah, no peeking. Chat, no peeking.
I'm in.
Me too.
Yay!
Look at us.
Look at us go.
So I never like to assume that I'm going to actually win a tournament that I'm going to be in, because Fall Guys is this game that evidently just always has this bit of RNG and random element to it. So it makes it hard to be consistent at times. And you'll have games that you just end up kind of losing like silly. And so what ends up happening is that I felt like in this tournament, I had a lot of people hyping me up before it even started. And for what it's worth, it was rightfully so. I was the woman with the most crowns in the tournament. I have competed in numerous tournaments in the past, but I also never like to overhype myself and give myself an ego, because it truly is an any given game kind of day. Now, there were 2 specific names to watch out for. My friend Fant, who is somebody I've been competing with and playing games with for years, and then Harakiri, who is a lesser known member in the Fall Guys streaming sphere, but I also knew of her, which meant she was gonna be a threat. So game 1 starts off, both Fiend and I make it through round 1, and then unfortunately she goes down rather early on a slime scraper.
I am not gaming.
Fiend, no!
I got body blocked into one of the punchies. She's beauty, she's grace.
Needed to emote once. Because a lot of these people are newer to the game, Slime Scraper ends up sending us immediately into a final, and it was a hexagon. Now, while in this final, I kept thinking to myself how much more competitive that this round was than I went into thinking, because a lot of these people are maybe newer or don't have as much experience. So I expected the first game maybe to be a little bit of a slower game for people, but I was very wrong. Everybody is on the final level, the final layer by the end, and I find myself a little island to work with. I cut it off, but there's somebody else there. Okay.
Nice.
I needed to do that, I think. I didn't want to have to grab so early on, but I do. And it was the correct decision because I win with 1 tile difference.
1 left.
Oh, I win. Oh, that was close.
GG's, that was close. That was close.
Oh.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, I had to take out that person there, otherwise I don't win that. Whew. The other opponent there was one of those names that I just mentioned in Harakiri. She almost won that though. If you watch back that clip, you will see that she was this close to making a tile and beating me. It was a much closer game than what the scores will say. Now, game 2 comes around, and this time Fiend doesn't take the early loss.
I do not want to be out on a DoorDash.
It's okay. It's middle at the end. I think Fant just tried to take her hands out and grab me.
Wow, Fant with the grabby hands? How dare she?
Someone picked up one of the blast balls. Oh, you chose the faster side. Oh,
oh, it didn't matter. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh!
We're in Frantic Factory, which is one of the newer levels where you have to hit 5 light up buttons. And we actually both make it through there and get sent to the final, which is Lost Temple. Now, normally Lost Temple is the worst final to see in a competitive environment because it is one of those game modes where it's random. You can't really know the path as much as you just have to throw your head into a door and hope that it works. But right before that round starts, I'm looking at my chat messages and I see somebody say, middle door is commonly the path in customs, is what somebody just typed in my chat. Custom games tend to have the middle door be more likely than not. I full send with that mentality, and all of a sudden I get to a spot where I'm like, okay, time to start checking the middle. I go through the middle, and just like that, 2 games in, 2 crowns.
I absolutely got demolished. GG.
Whew. Somebody was right there with me. But again, it was a Lost Temple. If that door is wrong, there's a high chance somebody else can get that crown before me. So even though I'm winning these games, I don't feel confident going into these next 4 because it still can have some RNG element. And like I said earlier, Fall Guys is an any given game kind of game where sometimes it just gets random. Now, game 3 was probably the scariest of the entire event so far.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Look at us. We're zooming. Oh, are you good?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Just rolling around a little bit, no big deal.
Yeah, I just tripped over my own toes. You know how it is.
Feed, I have bad news for you. We don't have
What?
toes.
Oh no.
We're floating ghosts. There's no toes here. Yes, Chad, I'm playing it safe. I know, crazy that I have restraint. Oh, we're on another final. Once we get to the finals, it's the newest final, which is a hexaterrestrial. This final can be scary once the walls start to close in. At first, I took it a little slow, just kind of jumping and making sure that I had nobody bothering me and waiting for the walls to close in.
No, the good news is that there's another Miku, so you don't have to worry.
True. Unless they're playing with names on, they have to figure out which one's which. I do just make enemies sometimes by just existing in the game. Just gonna, yep, take it nice and slow here. Fant's coming over to me.
Watch out for her grabby hands. Oh my god, everybody's over there.
Yeah. Huh? It's a good thing I waited long enough for those tiles. And then all of a sudden, everybody starts to go down. And who would you guess that's in the finals? And who would you guess that's in the last 2 there? It's Harakiri and I, again, in the final 2. She is sticking to the middle section, though, and I'm playing around the outside of the area. But eventually, she makes the move to try to cut me off. And, well, you can watch for yourself here. Fiend, my heart's racing!
Same. You're doing great, sweetie.
She's just staying in the middle, and I don't want to go to her.
Time out.
Possibly. Oh!
Nope.
Oh.
GG's.
GG's. Oh! Just like that, I quickly react. I grab as she jumps across. That's 3 games and 3 crowns. The only way we cannot outright win this is if a team who made all 3 finals in the first 3 games wins games 4 through 6, which would then tie us for first place. And in that scenario, it's all possible, thanks to Fant. Now, Fant has her accolades in Fall Guys. Multiple Twitch rivals, Fall Manias. She doesn't play as much these days, but she was competing even before I was. Normally, how a lot of these tournaments go, people tend to be hostile and angry as they weren't expecting somebody who's a pro to be in their tournaments. But this tournament was different. Every lady was kind of just in awe and hyping me up. There was praise and admiration for seeing this kind of skill in a tournament. It was something unlike anything that I had ever experienced. And it was heartwarming and wholesome, and it made me it just made me feel good and continue wanting to be a part of this. And I had this fear that anytime these kind of events go the way that they are and I'm winning them, that something bad was going to happen. But it didn't. But back to the games. I'm reading the general chat and there's just a bunch of "you shall be dethroned, Chloe, I'm sorry for what I will be doing." And so I might be getting chain grabbed after this round.
Okay, I got your back.
Alright. I'm just gonna keep jumping this entire round, just to be safe. At this point, I know I have a target on my back. And when we get the perfect match, it shows. Okay, I'm blending in. They're trying to... Okay, I was about to say, I think I'm getting pushed. The hands are coming out on me, Fiend. Other Miku, protect me. Keep me safe.
Protect me.
I'm not gonna stay on this one at the end. I'm gonna look for another red shoe. Okay, I'm gonna go to the red shoe here. Until they're following me. Fiend.
What's their name?
Shenny. They're like a
They're
little
on the
robotic gato.
I almost got pushed off too. Dashing? We're dashing? I'm
We're
scared.
dashing?
Like, actually?
It's pretty much like a round 2 though, because, you know, nobody got out on the last one. So, we should be fine. And they immediately decided, instead of running forward, that they were going to turn to the right and try to grab me. It's a good thing I was spamming jump. Look at us.
You mean Fant? Let's go.
Yeah! The person that was mainly grabbing me is still on me through that DoorDash. I end up making it through though, and she does not, which allows us to get to a pipe dream. Now, this pipe dream is very, very tough in late game situations because they take a small amount of people. Only 8 people are making it through here. I'm gonna take left side.
Okay,
I didn't like
right.
that side. Ugh. We're gonna wait here. Alright, I took the pipe.
I also take the pipe. I don't trust it.
Understandable.
1, 2! 1, 2!
1,
let's
2.
go!
We looked like a lot of people couldn't get the cycle with the trapeze there. We have a big group of gamers that comes in through here. You had myself, Fiend, Fant, Harakiri, amongst others. It was gonna be a tough game. The round starts slow, nobody's really going down. And again, just like the last game, by the time the ring fully closes, there's only a few people left. Whew. And I'm sharing space with another competitor, but we both run out of room. I went down, Fiend went down, and Fant took game 4. Another game right down to the wire. I tried to be too much of a friend with that Miku. How nice of me to let other people win.
Oh, good. I was gonna whine about it.
I think I only have one thing that I can do. It is, I'm gonna go back to the signature fit, the egg.
Okay.
They're gonna look for a Miku, not an egghead. All right, we're on game number 5 out of 6 here. I kind of feel like when I wear the egghead, I have a better like understanding of how far my body can jump. Just because like I feel like, I don't know, I'm like longer than when I'm wearing like the Miku.
I feel like you just know the egg so well. Chloe is the egg.
Yes. Okay, Fant is rare charring. I think that's her signaling.
Is that a sign?
Yeah, we are rare charring to go far.
Oh,
Get your rare chars.
This one's rare charring too.
Oh, we made a rare char friend.
Rare char friend.
10 people in a roll-off final. Fant is in again, as am I. I think she's gonna be safe because we were doing what we like to call rare charring, which is spinning around together, and I thought that was like their signal that they weren't gonna get handsy. I was wrong, but Fant's rare charring. I don't think she wants to grab. I'm gonna trust her rare chars as a sign of peace. Oh, okay, Fant scared me. She went grabbed. She grabbed. All right.
Is that how it's gonna be?
It's how it's gonna be. I have to start grabbing now.
I'm on it.
All right.
Fant, I will go down with this ship. I'm down. I'm down with this ship. I deserved it. I deserved it.
Ooh, she dragged me down with her. Oh, she made it. Wow. All right. Is she gonna be able to take this victory?
Nice jump.
Oh,
nice.
and
Nice.
she takes game 2.
GG's, Fant.
GG's. 5 games in, 1 game to go. If Fant wins and I don't make the final, she wins. If I make the final and she wins, we tie. If I get 1 more point than she does this round, it's a guaranteed victory for my friend Fiend and I. At this point, we're all having a conversation in the Discord, and my chat knows that I've been holding back. And the reason is that I know a lot of these people are newer to the game. And when people are new to the game, I don't want to ruin their experience, especially if it's their first time competing, because I don't want them to regret being a part of something. So I tell the Discord and all the ladies that, you know, I'm like, I have my community that's trying to have me be a little aggressive now, and they're like, show us, pull out all the stops. I told the Discord, I was like, I'm now being asked by my chat, pull out all the stops and get a little handsy, and all of them are like, do it, do it, do it.
Do it. Do it.
I think we just turned this lobby into a very different experience now. I think we just opened the floodgates, Fiend. Everyone was like hyping me up, and they were like, show us the experience. So all the ladies agreed they wanted a show. I put on my gold knight outfit, and game 6 was on. Somebody asked, how do you teabag in this game?
You shouldn't have invited Valorant players to this tourney.
We get a DoorDash to start. I hear the grabbing sounds being thrown out, but both Fiend and I manage to make it through. Dizzy Heights next. Fant picks up one of the blast balls to try to knock me off. Fant out here trying to throw blast balls at me. I grab Hara-Carry to try to eliminate her as I see her as a threat, even if she might not be able to take first. Fiend and I get first, second on that race, and we're loading into the next level. And as we're loading into the next level, I say this. I want to see something truly chaotic right— oh.
Ask and you shall receive.
Oh my god, I can't believe I summoned that! Stomping Ground. Now, this is arguably the worst level to see in all of Fall Guys, regardless if it's a competitive or a casual play. It's a super unforgiving round, the rhinos have garbage hitboxes, it's not what you want to see. But this season came along with gifts, little tiles that are around the outside of the map. And if you can do jump dives and slow yourself down enough, you can stay on them the entire time. Just gonna exist on my hex tiles here. I am perfectly vibing here. Ooh, somebody almost hit my tile, and I would have gone down if they did that. Fant's out.
Oh, that's so scary.
Yeah.
That's so scary if you don't find those dives, right?
Exactly. You have to be super careful on that. Fant is down. Her teammate's down. Everybody else is down. 4 total people left. Myself, Fiend, and 2 people. All still in. We're guaranteed victory. We took home that crown, but we still have one last actual crown to take home. Now, I had won every game that our squad had won so far, and I wanted to change that. I wanted Fiend to win the last game because she invited me and I wanted her to have her moment of glory. So I decide, Fiend, this is all you. I run down, drag the other people down, and make sure that Fiend is the last one standing.
Hey, one's out?
Yep, one's out. Running over to their space. Alright, Fiend, GG's. It's all you,
GG's,
girl.
Chloe.
GG's.
GG's.
So at the end of the tournament, Fiend won the last game. I won the first 3. Fant won the other 2. It really did come down to some coin flips and the rhinos to cement our standings. But we did it. We won the biggest women's Fall Guys tournament to date. Everyone was so nice, so supportive, and so kind to me during the winning despite my initial worries. And like I said, even though we won most of these games, these rounds were close. Any of these ladies could have won. They came to play, surprised me, and it showed. And that's the story of how I won the biggest women's tournament in Fall Guys history. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Go follow the ladies that I mentioned. Links will be in the description below. And as always, subscribe for more content. Have a good day.